Ahem. Hello, I'm back. I apologize for the interruption while I got things set up. Y'all are probably dropped back into cutscene hell again. Yet there is no yeast today. No yeast today. I am sorry. I apologize. We will be uneasy. Yes, we are out of the weekend. Yeez is for the weekend. So if you were expecting yeez, you can go. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, tonight is that. Whoops, what was that? Okay, tonight is not going as planned. The new update is ready to install. Well, why didn't you install it like 5 seconds ago when I closed your goddamn app? Streaming is it's a cavalcade of wonders, is what it is. It's just endless, 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 endless. Hey, video games. Tonight is The Longest Journey, where April Ryan will continue trying to get home from wherever she is. She'll try to return to her homeland, the dimension of Stark, I believe it is, from the magical dimension of Arcadia. Because whenever an isekai protagonist gets teleported off to a magical land, they immediately start trying to get home. Or they used to. Nowadays, they just, like, throw up their hands and resign themselves to life there. I haven't seen an isekai protagonist try to get home in ages. So, times have changed underneath me. I'm old, is what I'm saying. Your Aunt Zazie is very old. Old as balls. And she has words of advice for you. That's a lie. In Forspoken, the main character wants to get home. Man, I've yet to play Forspoken, but I think it would actually cause my PC to just detonate into a fireball. Oh well. For long RPGs, we've got Ys, we've got other things. I am vaguely hoping that Steambot Chronicles wins the next poll, but I don't know what will be on the next poll. I don't know if Steambot Chronicles will be on the next poll. So if it wins, wow, a good game. Anyway, I've been trying to do my intro for the last like 3 or 4 minutes, and I've totally lost my place as to where I am. I don't know. Welcome to a stream. Tonight we will play a video game. I hope you enjoy it, or don't. I'm not your mom. How do people do this? How do people do this all the time? Oh well. We'll figure. Oh crud! It is 8:01, so I am actually overtime with my intro. Let's get over to The Longest Journey, which should now be playing its weird, ominous music. Suggest a game. Is the Merry Gear Solid series still playable? The one where you're Santa Claus and you're delivering some presents? I guess I'll look into that. Let me just shove that in the notepad real quick. Let's see. Ditherian requests Merry Gear Solid. And, save that. Alright. I will look into that later off stream. I'll figure out whether we can play that game. first... Where is the load button? Ah. Reminded of Cold Snake. Well, I'll chill your snake for you, I guess. I don't know. I hope that's not innuendo. Okay. When we last left the plot, we made the mistake of asking this dude about, like, the history of the world, and he info dumped at us about, like, guardians and dragons and magical discs and all kinds of things and the balance. And I thought we were playing some fucked up combination of Monster Rancher and Yu-Gi-Oh! But, and this is a big but, I have a tail. So we can move on. Anyway, he's done teaching us history from his, like, Wizard Van paintings. But we still need him. Because we need to get home, and he's the only person who knows the name Brian Westhouse around here. And Brian Westhouse is supposed to be April's contact out of this dimension. So let's bravely enter the conversation tree with him again.
Do you know a man named Brian Westhouse?
Westhouse? That old goat? Yes, unfortunately. What would you with him?
I need to find him.
I do not know where he lives. I hear somewhere on the outskirts of the city by the sea, but I cannot tell you any more than that.
Okay. He's probably not literally an old goat. God, we can hope, can't we?
Who'd know about Westhouse?
His whereabouts? I do not understand what you would with him. He is rude, uncultured, and ignorant.
Hey, so am I, baby.
Cortez told me to look him up.
Well, I do not know where he lives or frequents, but someone at the market may. He trades merchandise there, and I think he collects maps of the Northlands.
Okay, so my current theory is that Brian Westhouse is a dual reference to Brian Moriarty, formerly of Infocom and also of LucasArts, and also to Zork, because west of House is the starting location in the first Zork game. So far, there's absolutely no evidence to support this whatsoever, but fuck you, it's my headcanon. So, can you have headcanon about game development? Is that a thing you can do? Because I'm gonna do it. I don't actually care if it's a thing you can do. I'm doing it right now. Oh, hello, Celine and Company. Yeah, I don't mind if you didn't raid into me. It's fine. Like, if I could have, like, begged you not to log out or whatever, but whatever, man. It's not like I mind. No, I definitely do not want to ask more questions about Arcadia.
See you later.
You will? If you say so, then it must be true.
You smarmy. How did you do that? Okay. Anyway, we have been told to go talk to the map maker about Brian Westhouse. Your mom called at 1 a.m. because her tablet isn't working? Tell her to switch to capsules. Alright.
Maps!
Yeah, maps.
I'm looking for Brian Westhouse.
Briar west of house. It's not on any of my maps, and I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Maps?
Maybe it is a direct
It's
reference.
a man, not a place. Mr. Brian Westhouse.
I would most certainly remember a name as queer as that, and I don't. Get your maps while they're fresh.
Can maps go stale? Do they get all, like, crungy and cringy? I think they probably do. Anyway, we can't get any information out of this dude.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, maps?
Thanks for your help.
Maps!
We already exhausted his conversation tree, so...
Maps! Get your fresh maps here. Buy 2, get the second one half price.
Yeah, shut up, I'm done talking to you. Alright, hey Bird, do you
Talking
know...
bird.
You don't know shit, okay. I have no currency whatsoever,
How about a game of cups today?
No, I wasn't trying to click on you.
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
Oh, well, I literally have no money whatsoever, so bye. Okay. Why can't I click stuff? Yeah, I want to go this way. Alright, let's go back to the temple and ask about, like, the local currency. Anyway, I mean, like, in my civilian identity as a Squirrel Moogle, I am a map maker. So you would think I would know if maps could go stale. And apparently they can. They also don't taste very good if you smear them with peanut butter. But I think that might be the ink. I'm gonna try that again after I draw the map in Jam.
Excuse me.
What is your animation set, my dude?
Do you mind if I ask you some questions about Arcadia?
I will try my best to answer any question you may have, April.
Seem to recall the local currency is iron. Yeah, but we have no iron.
Thanks for the
We
information.
need some iron,
I'm
and
glad
I was
I could assist
hoping
you.
that this dude would give us some iron if we asked politely.
How am I supposed to get back to Stark?
The only way to get back is through a shift. You are a shifter, April, and the power to travel between worlds is within you.
Okay,
It
cool.
might be within me, but it doesn't look like it's coming out anytime soon.
I wish I could help you, but I cannot. You must find the path on your own.
Okay, well, cool. Maybe
What do you know
Cortez?
about Cortez?
Your mentor? What has he told you about himself?
Not much.
Absolutely fuck all.
Nothing, in fact. He's a complete mystery to me.
To learn something about someone, the best way to go about it is to ask them yourself. There is nothing I can do to enlighten you.
But who is he?
He is who he is, what he is. If he has not told you himself, then perhaps he does not wish you to know. It would be improper for me to divulge his secrets.
No, it's
You're
cool.
as bad as he is.
Divulge some
No offense. It's just
secrets.
frustrating.
I understand. The next time you see him, tell him what you have told me. Maybe he will tell you the truth, maybe he will not. It is his choice to make.
Great. Cool.
Can I ask you some more questions about Arcadia?
I don't want to do this, but...
Why, certainly.
We've already asked about the history of Arcadia. We got, like, 15 minutes unskippable.
What's Mercuria like?
I have lived in this city all my life, and still it amazes me what a diverse, exciting, and wonderful place it is. Many have called Marcuria the jewel of the Northlands, and they are right. But it is a diamond in the rough. A city this size can never be flawless. There are always shadows, and people who hide in them. Lately, the shadows have grown and darkened, and I fear for the future. But Marcuria is still a wonderful place to live.
Okay, cool.
What are the Northlands?
The Northlands is a collective term for all the lands north of the Great Sea, and south
They're
of
the
the
lands to
border
the
mountains,
north.
including Ireed, Tyron, and Khorasan. Before, however, the word Northlands was used to describe this entire continent, including the territories north of the mountains and the icy wastes beyond that. Some still prefer the latter interpretation of the name. And to the people of the Southlands, anyone hailing from north of the Great Sea is a Northlander regardless.
Okay, so... Okay, I don't care.
Thanks for the information.
Am I going to the Southlands? I don't know.
Who did you say
Is
I
there
should see
anything
about
you
West
can-
House?
The map merchant at the market may know. There is one thing I must tell you, however. Few would know Westhouse by his real name.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
In the city, he is known as the Rolling Man, because of his strange two-wheeled vehicle. A most dreadful and dangerous contraption if I ever saw one.
A bicycle?
Perhaps. It has a grotesque appearance, much like the Westhouse himself.
You ain't too pretty either.
I'll see you later.
Alright, so we had to bug him
You keep telling me
twice.
so, and I do believe you.
We had to bug him twice about Westhouse. Animation. Twice about Westhouse to get, like, his nickname. Which nobody know. Are we gonna go see a biker who will teach us to travel between dimensions? We are! We're gonna go see somebody who can teach us to ride, like, the interstellar bike path. Alright, tell me about the Lonely Rolling Man.
Maps.
Lonely Rolling Star.
Can you tell me where the Rolling Man lives?
Maybe, maybe not. Why?
Because I need to find him.
Sorry, guild rules. I'm not allowed to divulge any personal information about my customers. Maps!
I really need to know where the Rolling Man lives.
Sorry, can't do.
Please? Pretty please?
No, 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 young lady. Don't give me that doe-eyed look. Don't. Blasted be the balance. You're giving me that doe-eyed look, aren't you?
I don't know,
I
my
still
facial
can't tell
features
you,
aren't
though.
rendered
I
in that
got
high enough
maps.
quality.
Please tell me where the Rolling Man lives.
No, can't do, miss. I can't divulge personal information about my customers. You're late again. And you know what else? You're fired! Give me back the delivery list and get your sorry blue skin elsewhere! Hired hell. Bah! Never hire a Dolmari to do a human job.
Well, okay, you don't have to be, like, racist at me. I really don't like this style of dialogue game design where you have to pick the same option multiple times in a row. Well, I don't like that. I like it when it's the payoff of a punchline, but as a required puzzle element, it kind of sucks.
What are you gonna do now, without a delivery boy?
Hire a new one, of course. Blasted be the balance. That means I'll have to pay the damn fee to the Guild of Merchants. Damnation!
That was an amazing coincidence. No, it just meant that we wasted so much time that something actually happened.
Maybe I could help you out.
You? How?
I'm quick, honest, and reliable, and I've got a lot of experience in the service industry.
Perhaps a female errand boy. It could work. If the Guild of Merchants don't find out.
Okay.
I won't tell them if you
They're
don't.
gonna be sexist too.
Mind the pay is not much, only a single errand per delivery, plus whatever tip the customer may see fit to give you.
I'll take the job, if you want me.
Agreed. Maybe you'll even bring in some new business. Here's the delivery list for today and your first map. It's for the captain of the White Dragon. Nebeve, I think his name is. You'll find him in the harbor.
Alright, Captain of the White Dragon.
Oh, and remember to have the
wouldn't mind.
customer sign the delivery list. The guild are sticklers for protocol. No signature, no money, no new jobs.
Bye now.
Maps, fresh, detailed, life-saving maps.
I wouldn't object to captaining a white dragon, but, it looks like instead we're gonna head down to the docks and meet somebody who does that for a living. I think. The docks are through the city, I hope. Delicious, juicy, hot, exploding maps! Alright. Is that you? You're marked as sailor, not captain. Let's try back this way. You're an old sailor. Are you the proper sailor?
Hello again, old man.
It be you.
It be me. It me. It you?
See you
Nope.
later.
If I not be dead, I...
Yeah, well, if you be dead, then you ain't gonna see me, but I may see you. You ever think about that? Alright, big boat? No,
It's a small ship.
alright, maybe this is the White Dragon, because it appears to have a dragon carved on the side. So let's talk to the dude. He's a sailor, not a captain. Which Richie
Nice day
Valens
for
made a
it.
very strong distinction about.
Not really, no.
Is this the White Dragon?
That's what the big white letters on the prow spell out. What do you think?
I'm looking for the captain. Is he around?
What would you with the captain of the White Dragon?
I have a delivery for him, a map from the map merchant at the Temple Market.
Aye. I be Captain Horatio Nebuve of the White Dragon, fastest vessel there ever was. Hand the map over, girl. With Jarl's blessing, the wind will return soon, and I can leave this accursed harbor for sunnier shores.
That's a boat. That's not a...
Look! Dragon!
Okay, that's all you get. Wait a minute. I was supposed to have him sign this. Did he sign this? Oh, wait, I was supposed to give him the map. Then he's supposed to sign it. I should have him sign it before I hand him the damn thing, honestly, but...
Thank you. There's an errand for your trouble.
Cool. Sign my timesheet, boatman.
Sign this, please.
What is it?
I need your signature to confirm that you've received the map.
Map? What map?
The
God!
one I just gave you.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I never put my signature on a piece of paper.
Sign it, or I'll kill you.
With what? A cross look? Hurtful words? Lots of yelling and shouting?
I will throw you into the
I'll have My
harbor.
friends in the Marcurian Mafia pay you a visit.
The Marcurian what?
Please just sign the damn thing, would you?
Sorry. It brings bad luck to give a piece of yourself in that manner. A signature has untold powers. It's part of your soul. I can't sign away my soul.
You're a merchant. Signing away your soul is what you do daily.
Who told you that signing a slip of paper is bad for your soul?
I'm from Gien, and we're a spiritual people. Our souls are in balance with our bodies, and the great Mojal has taught us not to endanger this balance. Signing my name, giving a piece of myself in that manner, breeds corruption and imbalance within. And it pisses the Mojal off no end.
And that's why you choose to make my life difficult?
Hey, blame organized religion.
Okay, but like, what about a hand stamp or a thumbprint or like bite a quarter? I go, well, I don't know.
You can't write, can you?
Pardon?
That's what this is all about. You can't write.
So what? So what if I can't write? So what if I was born at sea and never spent more than a month ashore ever since? I still won't sign your accursed paper, by Jal.
Yo, what up? I'm Horatio Nebeve. I'm 31 years old and I never fucking learned how to write. Great, cool.
Look, all you have to do is sign an X next to your name on the list.
You can't trick the great Mojal. The Mojal's untrickable.
That's not trickery. It's legally binding.
I said no.
I am going... I want to throw this man in the harbor. I want to throw him into the sea. What is this plot? Well, April Ryan is trying to return home to her own dimension. And to do that, she needs this man's signature. But he's illiterate and religiously opposed.
Is there anything I can do to get you to sign?
Customer service sucks.
No. Well, yes. But no.
Look, Captain, I'm desperate here. I really, really need some kind of signature.
Well, there's always music.
Is there really?
What's music got to do with you signing my list?
Nothing. But it distracts the Mojal.
What are you talking about? Why would you need to distract the Mojal?
I can't sign when there's a chance the Mojal is watching. Music distracts the Mojal. Ergo, I can sign.
But doesn't that mean the Mojal is always distracted? I mean, there's always music somewhere in the world.
The Mojal has an eye and an ear for every acolyte. And straying from the path can bring great wrath upon us.
Granted, I know very little of the Mojal. But seriously, maybe you should look into alternative religions?
Blasphemy! Besides, I only have to visit the temple once every 2 years, and the membership fees are quite reasonable.
No. So I have to help this man essentially commit religious fraud. Because that's more desirable than just...
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Alright. Alright, okay. Okay. We have 1 coin.
It's a single iron coin.
It's iron. It's yellow iron, somehow. Not gonna question that. Not gonna ask any... I'm never asking anyone in this game any questions ever again if I can get away with it. No. I really want to go... How do I get back to town? There we go. Let's go back to town. Somebody here has to have a musical instrument. Like, it doesn't matter who or what or, lobster merchant. Instrument merchant. There we go. Oh, no. Get over there.
What's your, most affordable instrument? That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's 1 Aaron?
Okay, I like having a conversation with this dude. This is fun.
I'll have the flute. That's 1 Aaron, isn't it?
Boing. Okay.
As luck would have it, I actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the, Mojal won't mind.
Okay. We spent our only money in the world buying a flute. At least if you have a musical instrument, you can busk, right? You can stand on a street corner and play, and maybe somebody will toss you a couple of coins. I guess I have to use my mouth on it. Alright. You. Sign my
I'm
timesheet.
ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both.
Laying right next to his ear.
Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
Can I ask you to put this flute up your asshole? No, no. Yes. Well, now we have a flute and a signed piece of paper. Bet you soft locked by not gambling that one single coin. No, you cannot, I'm 99.9% sure you cannot soft lock the longest journey. If you can, then it's probably a bug. This is from the generation of games that didn't believe in soft locks. Alright, here you go, man. Here's the delivery list. How are you gonna waste your time how are you gonna waste my time this time?
Right. Your next assignment is a map of Shangagriel to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons. First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking. That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the Tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way, nasty, nasty neighborhoods. Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it. After you've crossed the bridge, you'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town. Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold
being
executions
sold,
back
aren't
when
I?
the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Yeah, sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile.
I'm being
Or
trolled.
should that be Parak Lane? Yes, Parak Lane. Head west on Parak Lane for half a mile, then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west. Parak Lane has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
Is it a big tower?
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut
Can I-
from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The rolling man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Okay, so I now know that the Longest Journey's main purpose, the main reason they made this game was to waste people's time. Okay, off we go. Great. So, here we are.
Great view. Back home, a place like this would easily set you back tens of millions. Here, it's probably free.
Probably free. Sure, in so much as this house is free. Alright, you. Man,
That's probably Mr. Westhouse.
can you hear me monologuing about you, man? Okay.
Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Nation, what is it now? Oh, well, guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanyef, are you?
Sorry, I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were 2 of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink.
Are you from, like, the 1860s? Midwest?
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
Send me home? Country roads? To the place I belong? Well, one, we do have a job to do.
I have a delivery for you.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting, Faye. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
You take up fishing. Fishing's fun.
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fellow, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a chimney?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my whole life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
Hey, I guess.
But that's almost 300
Somewhat
years
right.
ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Very pragmatic,
Oh, no,
April.
you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934. Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning, I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
For 300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
Huh. So yeah, he probably was born about 1860, maybe? Well, not if he's 40 years old. I guess 1898? I don't know, I'm bad with math. I kind of do want to hear Brian's story. I guess I am going to ask the NPC
How
stuff.
did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say...
Thank you.
I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic... I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
Interesting. I mean... Hey, you can go to another world and have magical adventures. And now he lives on a cliff and drinks all day. Wow. Magical.
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown attracts. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of '34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
Oh, let's talk about the future. The future where I go home. Where I leave.
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, he's
I
been
should
right.
get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Anytime.
He's been
Thank you, sir.
irritatingly
I'll remember that.
Okay, stop talking, please. He's been irritatingly correct about everything else so far, whether we like it or not. So there's gotta be something about this dude that gets us home. I just don't know what it is yet.
Hold on one second, Miss Ryan. I just remembered something.
April. Stop, April.
It's such a long time ago, I'd almost forgotten, but Manny did give me something that might be of interest.
What is it?
It's a pocket watch. Manny gave it to me the last time I saw him. I never quite understood why, but maybe you can tell me.
Did he say anything about it?
He said that when his heart started beating again, he would know. It would be like a message
Okay.
in Morse code, a beacon. Damn watch never worked, and the winding mechanism is broken, so it's probably not worth much. You're welcome to it if it's any help.
Thanks.
When his heart started beating again, and then he gave you a pocket watch. So, I'm guessing we gotta fix the ticker, so to speak.
It's an antique pocket watch. It's not ticking. The knob used for winding the watch seems to have broken off, and there's only a tiny hole left.
Oh. Alright, well, we'll factory reset the fucker.
If I insert this pin carefully into the hole, like so, and then slowly wind it...
It won't
It
work
worked.
because there's no
It's
track.
ticking.
Okay. Hey, Brian, you want to,
Did it! It's a shift! I can go home!
do you feel...
My God, it's a shift.
Okay.
I haven't seen one for ages.
Why don't you come back with me, Mr. Westhouse? You could say hello to your old friend, Manny.
If I tried to step through that, Miss Ryan, I would suffer a most unpleasant experience. And I would be lost in the between forever. Besides, I built this house with my own 2 hands. I wouldn't want to leave it to these barbarians. And what does your Stark have to offer me? This world is more recognizable to me now. Now you go ahead, Miss Ryan. Go back. And don't let your curiosity of the unknown tempt you into making another shift.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Don't be
Say hello
curious.
to Manny for me. Tell him I'm doing all right. And then I said, Thanks.
So, never be curious again. Got it. Okay, now slap him.
Tess. Oh, God, it's real.
Slap him.
It's all true. I saw it.
Slap
I
him.
saw the other world. Arcadia. Either I'm going crazy or you were right about everything.
You're not gonna slap him, are you?
Let's hope for the latter, mi amiga? So I gather your trip was a success.
Success? My whole world has been turned topsy-turvy, so I don't think success is the right word. Nothing about it makes sense. Fact is, I don't believe in magic.
Hey, why does Cortez
And the
have a
sun does not need you
semicircle
to
of
believe in
scars
it to rise
across
in the
his
morning,
back?
Señorita. You have seen the truth with your own 2 eyes. I can do nothing more to convince you.
Or is that a
It is
shirt?
up to you now.
May just be a poncho.
Do I have a choice? I have to believe at least some of it. My life wouldn't make much sense otherwise.
You are a true skeptic, April. Está bien. We need your kind to balance the hopeless romantics like myself.
Okay, so, April still doesn't believe in magic, but she's willing to accept that she traversed dimensions. I kind of respect that, in a way. She's got the skepticism. So who the fuck are you,
Who are
man?
you really, Cortez?
Excuse me?
People knew you over there in Arcadia. Tobias. He didn't know you by your real name, but he did know you. And Mr. Westhouse, he knew you too, as Chavez, but several hundred years ago.
So my secrets are being revealed, are they?
I wouldn't say that, because you're still a mystery to me. More so.
Good. You see, señorita, mystery is important. To know everything, to know the whole truth is dull. There is no magic in that. Magic is not knowing. Magic is wondering about what and how and where.
I'd settle for the truth, just to be able to know you. Because, honestly, I don't mean this in a bad way. You scare me, Cortez. I'm afraid of you.
And you are not the only one, mi amiga. I'm sorry, but whatever it is about me that mystifies you, it will have to stay a secret. There are things even you should not know.
Gee, thanks. That really helped.
Perdóname. Perhaps later, when we are certain of what the future holds, okay? I think I can promise you that, Señorita Ryan. Later. But for now, we must speak of more important matters.
Must we? Ditharion, I did think he might turn out to be a dragon, particularly when I thought that these were, like, wing scars or something. But if this is just a top, then, See, that's the problem, though. He talks about, mystery leading to magic. And in some cases, it can, you know? If you make up your own solutions, your own ideas, then that can be magical. But if something is excessively mysterious, relentlessly mysterious, for long enough, then the mystery just becomes tedious and you don't care anymore. I already don't care who Cortez is.
What happens now?
The Minstrom told you about the balance, about Stark and Arcadia.
A man named Tobias. He was called the Vestrum, I think. Vestrum Tobias.
Ah, so Tobias made Vestrom. Que bien, good. I knew he would go far when I first met him years ago. He was just an Instrum then, a student of the balance, but he was smart and resourceful. So you know what is going on with the balance.
Tobias told me that the...
Yeah, he told me it's some
that the
link.
Guardian was missing and that the balance was failing. He said this would bring chaos into both worlds.
As we are already seeing, your dreams, your nightmares, they are part of these. You sense chaos more keenly than most, but even they are beginning to notice that things are not as they should be. Like last night.
Yeah, Silver, like I said, When I thought these were scars, I thought he might be a dragon. But it has since been pointed out that he's wearing, like, a poncho or a mantle with fringe, so I don't think he is anymore. I mean, if he was shirtless and I saw this, then yeah, absolutely I'd think so. But he's apparently fully dressed, so...
You helped me back, didn't you?
To shift? See? The power is yours, yes?
The power is yours!
You need me to focus your powers to call forth your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes. To travel from one world to the next, you must pass through the world of dreams. It is the only way. You are capable of opening a shift on your own, but you might not be able to.
What do you mean?
The power, the magic is within you. And when you sleep, sometimes you open the portal without even being aware of it. But when you're awake, it's more difficult. With practice, you will do it.
I don't think I want to do it.
You must. The worlds depend on it.
What about last night?
What you saw, you were not alone this time. There were others. And they saw the same thing. Not nightmares anymore. Real. The first sign of the damage chaos can do. The divide is being breached. It is not yet time for the worlds to be united. A breach could prove catastrophical.
So what do I do?
We must work together, April. I can't do it alone, and neither can you.
But what exactly is it that we have to do?
4 things. We must find the Lost Guardian.
Okay, finally.
We must locate the gateway to his realm and the disc that is the key to his tower. And we must do what we can to curtail and defeat the Vanguard.
Okay, finally. We have, like, clear goals. Find a Guardian, find their lair, find their disc, and in the meantime, just sort of fuck with the Vanguard, like, all cops are bastards, we're gonna screw them over. That is a lot of questions, alright.
How do we defeat the Vanguard?
The Vanguard are strong here and growing stronger. Even in Arcadia, they are gaining a foothold. And with the Tyrant on a leash, the future looks quite bleak.
That's not an answer.
How do you know so much about what's going on in Arcadia?
Voices whisper in my ear, señorita. Voices that I trust.
You're saying the Vanguard are strong here. How come I haven't heard about them?
They don't go by that name here. Did you ever hear of the Church of Voltec?
Sure, they're... Oh, that's the Vanguard?
See?
Then they're big, very big. But why do they... Why assume a different name here?
In Arcadia, they flaunt their philosophy. They preach the destruction of the balance under the pretense of returning humankind to the glories of the past. Here, they cannot do that. So they have integrated themselves slowly but surely into society under the subterfuge of the New Age religion. And they've built a financial empire to match governments.
They have that much money?
The Vanguard own multinational companies. They own planets, April. They own armies. All they need is the balance, and they will own everything. The twin worlds will be at their mercy.
So, we basically don't stand a chance, do we? Against an enemy like that.
If we hold at bay the forces of chaos, and if we ensure the natural continuation of the Guardian's role within the balance, then they will have lost.
Yeah, I can see where a super rich, ultra-conservative group would never be able to platform themselves on the basis of returning to a glorified past. Wow, that's just a fictional leap even too far to make for this game about, like, dimension-hopping dragons and shit. That was sarcasm, by the way. Just saying.
How are we going to find the Guardian?
The moment he surrendered his throne and left his realm, he stepped back into our world. This world, Stark. This is where he was born, and so this is where he must return to.
But he could be anywhere, right?
This city has power, April. Not magic, but the opposite of magic. And it draws people to it like flies to an open fire. All the pieces of the puzzle come together here. You, me, the Vanguard, the Guardian. I can guarantee you that he's here. But where exactly I do not know. I think maybe the Vanguard do. I think they may have him.
If they have him, how are we going to get him back?
Oh boy.
And why do they need him? Why do we need him?
He left his realm, but he's the last Guardian. And only he can open the doorway back to his realm to let his successor through. The Vanguard knows this. But what they don't know, yet, is how to get there.
Alright, so all we have to do is find someone. We're using him, but I'm not convinced that it's going to be either male or female. Who knows? We have to find them somewhere in the city, possibly by becoming, you know, an anti-religious terrorist and blowing up a base. I hope. That would be cool. And then, yay, we win!
Where's the key to the Guardian's realm?
In Arcadia. The key contains two parts. One is the disc itself, the other is the 4 jewels, the eyes of the dragons.
That's a
That
metaphorical,
gives the disc
right?
the properties of the balance and makes it complete.
That eyes of the dragon shit, that's metaphorical, right? Because that's gross.
Where is the disc?
The disc was left in the care of the Sentinel 10,000 years ago. In the beginning, it was kept in the open, displayed for all to see. But not anymore. Not since thieves tried to make away with it. They will know where it is. Ask Tobias, Vestrum Tobias.
Okay.
Where
Four
are the 4
jewels.
jewels?
Ah, the eyes of the dragons. They are kept by the 4 dragons themselves. 2 in Arcadia and 2 in Stark. The white dragon has 1, as does the old one. These you must find yourself. I'll help you with the others.
Oh, thank God, you're going to do something. Wow, I was beginning to wonder.
Who'd know about the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
That I do not know. That knowledge wouldn't be here in Stark. You must go to Arcadia, study the books, talk with the Minstrom and others who might know, but not yet. First, we must finish our mission here.
How are we supposed to fight this chaos you keep talking about?
You're the key, April. You have the power to shift, yes? But there's more to you than that. You are a child of the balance. And you... no, that will have to wait. By just being alive, you counter chaos. Without you, last night might have turned out much worse. That tiny breach might have been permanent.
I didn't do anything.
Then imagine the power you wield when you really do something. Trust me on this, amiga. It's instinctive to you to fight chaos. You see it so clearly, and you will know what to do. You are most needed in Arcadia, where chaos is a part of reality. The tidal wave will hit there first, and unless it's subdued before it hits Stark full force, we'll never stand a chance. So you will have to travel to Arcadia after we are done here.
Okay, so that's it? Kick some Vanguard ass, find the Guardian, locate the entrance to his realm, and a 10,000-year-old disc and 4 Dragon Eye jewels? And oh, April, make sure you do battle with the physical manifestations of chaos along the way, because hey, that's your destiny. It's impossible, Cortez. I can't do these things. I'm 18, I'm an artist. No, not even that. I'm nobody. You can't place all these responsibilities on my shoulders. I can't carry that much.
I will help you, April. Others too. You're not alone.
Well, I feel very alone, and I can't even tell anybody about this. Yeah, hi. How are you? I'm the Chosen One. Can you help me save the world from evil and chaos?
There is no chosen one, April. There are only those who would and those who wouldn't. You have a choice between the two.
You said I had powers, that I wasn't like everybody else.
True, but you still have a choice. Prophecies can never unravel the will of a single human. You are one of many possible paths, but unfortunately, most of the alternative paths have been blocked by circumstances beyond our control. The world does depend on you, but you have not been chosen. You choose for yourself what you are and what you will be.
I mean, I've seen so many magical girls go through this. I'm not surprised that April's having some trouble with it. At least she's like 18. She's not like a 10-year-old trying to figure out the ethical moralities of saving the world. She has like a personal autonomy.
Then the choice will have to be, yes, let's save the world. Where do we start?
Here, in Newport. We must find out about the Vanguard. Their headquarters are in this city, but where? Do they have the Guardian under lock and key? What are their weaknesses? Once we've done that, you must travel to Arcadia. I cannot go there, and besides, I have things to take care of here.
Right. Except, where the hell do I go to find out about the Vanguard? The library? The net?
Valuable information is hard to find. Remember the painting I showed you yesterday?
Sure.
The artist, a boy named Warren. I told you about him, yes? Warren is involved in a lot of activities that, aren't exactly legal. He has connections. He can point us in the right direction.
Cool, okay.
All right, okay. Where do I find him?
My friend, Father Raul at the Hope Street Cathedral, he's had some contact with the boy lately. Ask him.
Wait.
Cool.
Did you say Hope Street?
Yes?
As in the most dangerous neighborhood in Newport?
Is it? I don't usually follow the civic affairs of the city. I remember Hope Street when they first built it, a clean neighborhood.
That must have been a very long time ago.
Still, I'm sure you'll be safe. You're a girl, no? A self-respecting gentleman would never harm a girl.
It's the self-respecting gentleman part I'm concerned about. Still, I can handle myself. Father Raul, was it? At the Hope Street Cathedral?
This dude's definitely 300 years old.
He will lead you in the right direction, help you find Warren Hughes. When you're done tomorrow, we will meet up at the cathedral late in the afternoon. I need to speak with Raul as well.
Okay, good. It's a plan then?
Enjoy yourself tonight, April. Who knows what the future may hold? Good night.
But yeah, I'm sure this is a pretty linear game, believe it or not. So we are not going to, in fact, have, like, complete autonomy of choice. Can I click the icon, please? May I? Am I allowed to do it? Thank you. Alright. Save my game. Alright, I'll save my game. Again. This is a linear game. So, yeah, that whole freedom of choice thing is going to be less than you'd think. Let's see what April thinks about this. Actually, you know what? Never mind. April's diary is huge. There is clearly a lot of text in there. There's a lot of text in this game. It's just very dry. Most of it so far has been people monologuing at April, or April monologuing at us. Alright, where the hell are we going? Oh, does April read that? No. So I finally get back, no easy task, and Cortez proceeds to finally tell me everything, and we have a plan, which sounds good to me, but I don't really have much experience of plans. I'm usually like, let's do whatever, but now we have a plan with a capital P, then. So we, as in Cortez and myself, have to find the Guardian guy, a key to its realm, way back to the... And while all this is going on, I'm supposed to restore balance to chaos and do the laundry, probably. Right. Didn't we have a date? We have a date with that, like, shitlord. I am, trying to remember, like, where the shitlord is. I think he was back at the cafe. So, you know, we have to fight the forces of chaos wherever we see them, and, maybe we'll be able to kick this dude in the dick. I would like that. I would like that a lot. Maybe he is a force of chaos. Is he here? Stanley, Marcus... No, I don't actually see him. Okay. Yeah, we have a date with the worst human being fucking alive. I'm so thrilled, you know? I'm so thrilled. Let's go home. I mean, he lives next door to us. We can't avoid him forever. Run, 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 run. 6.5 hours of running later. Can we just go home?
I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover.
No, I don't think we can,
That's Zach's room. I've never been in there, and I pray I never will.
I don't know how to progress. I keep clicking rapidly on whatever, and it doesn't seem to be skipping anything. What time is it even?
From what I've been told, the clock stopped
Well,
on
that's
the
not gonna
very
help.
day of the infamous Venice massacre in 2109, to the minute the police opened. It's getting a little too late to head downtown. I think I'll stay in Venice.
The park? The academy? Maybe April wants to go paint some more? Does talking to Charlie help at all? Charlie is back in the cafe? Lots of running? Does talking to Charlie help? Back at the cafe. Hi, Charlie.
Pulling long hours today, Charlie?
Unfortunately, yeah. Are you staying for the show tonight?
What show?
You don't know who's playing?
I've had a few other things on my mind these past few days, Charlie. Sorry. Anybody good?
Anybody good? Are you kidding? Roy and Dale's playing. It's the first gig on their new tour. Sort of returning to their roots before they do the big venues.
Tonight? Great, that's perfect. Especially tonight. I need some serious unwinding.
Yeah? What's up?
I just had the weirdest experience of my life.
Weirder than what happened here last night?
Much weirder, trust me. I mean, what happened here, it could be explained. A hologram, rapture gas, mass suggestion.
That's stretching it a little, don't you think?
What,
No.
rather than the alternatives? That we're all either going crazy or that something's breaking through from another world? You don't think that's stretching it?
I don't know what I think, April. I just know that sometimes there are things lurking in the shadows that can't be explained by science. That the world holds more mysteries than we think.
Maybe.
So what's this thing you were gonna tell me about the weirdest experience of your life?
You wouldn't believe me anyway, Charlie.
Try me.
Don't rug pull on
No,
him,
really,
April.
I can't. It's too much, too close. I don't know if I believe it myself.
Okay. You tell me about it later then, alright?
Maybe.
I walked to another world. That's what you. Those are the. I walked into a hole, and I came out in another world. That's all you have to say.
Is Emma around?
Haven't seen her. But she knows about the show, so she'll be here.
When does the concert start?
In less than an hour. I expect the place to be crowded soon, so you should find yourself a spot to sit down.
Thanks, Charlie.
No problem. Later.
Man, if I ever find myself teleported to another dimension, y'all are gonna fucking know about it. I will never shut up about it. Can I sit? Oh, she's gonna go sit by herself? Good job, April. You found a couch.
So where have you been all day? You didn't show up at school, you weren't at work, and then Fiona tells me you're out looking for Cortez again, and on top of that, Zach brags about bagging a date with you. What's up with that?
Oh, shit! Zach! I totally forgot.
That's okay.
He's gonna kill me. If I don't show up, that is.
You mean it's true? You have a date with that asshole? I told him he was full of shit.
I needed some information.
And you sell yourself to get it? April, you're insane. Well, you're just going to have to disappoint him.
I made a promise.
To that sleazebag? That's a promise made to be broken.
If this were a more modern point-and-click adventure game, like something from the Telltale line or something, I would honestly expect that, like, in 2 chapters, Zack would come through the door with a switchblade and try to kill me. This is an older adventure game, so I'm not sure whether he'll do that. He does seem like the kind of psychotic man-child that would actually attempt murder. But you know what? Fuck the Zacks of the
You're
world.
right. I'm staying here.
Good girl. Now, there are a couple guys you should keep an eye open for tonight.
Me?
I have a boyfriend. You need a boyfriend. You need a boyfriend because I have one and I need somebody to compare boyfriends with. It's not your choice to make, girl. It's just the natural order of things.
I thought we were here to listen to the band.
Sure.
Apparently we're here to
from
be
the back,
horny.
so we can scope out guys' asses.
I don't know which place is weirder, Mercuria or the Fringe Cafe on any given night.
Mark what?
Never mind. So, okay, which guys are we looking for?
Right. Now, you may want to take notes.
Apparently we're gonna look at asses, because, the best gauge of heterosexuality is whether you want to put something up a guy's butt.
Oh, God. Headache.
That's the most heterosexual
I
thing
didn't really
you can
have
do.
that much to drink, did I? No. But I did travel through a shift into a parallel universe, which would explain this weird compulsion to curl up into a fetal position and go back to sleep. Not that I'm particularly looking forward to it, but I guess I have to go find that Warren guy Cortez told me about down on Hope Street. And hey, like that's not enough. I have to avoid bumping into Zack today. He's probably royally pissed that I stood him up, and Zack's very good at being pissed.
Alright, well, let's see if we can sneak out. I don't have a punch button. I don't have a punch in button. I want to punch in. Oh, fuck.
So you thought you could stand me up and get away with it, bitch?
I'm sorry. What did you call me?
We have a date and then you don't show? Leave me looking like a sad prick all night in front of my friends?
Well, I mean, you
I
are.
couldn't go, Zack. Get over it.
I don't fucking care. You'll regret fucking with me, bitch. I can promise you that.
I'd call you a bastard if I didn't think you'd take it as a compliment.
If I wasn't such a fucking nice guy, I'd smash your fucking face in, bitch. You're gonna be so fucking sorry you ever fucked with me, April fucking Ryan.
Do you get a combo multiplier for that? Oh well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna show up with a knife later. That's gonna be a very normal encounter. Would my landlord mind if I set Zack's
Big
room on
surprise,
fire?
I'm still here.
God. Yeah, the terminal probably did record the reaction, but like... the terminal's not gonna do shit for me unless I give it a big whack of money. Maybe I should look into giving the terminal a big whack of money. Anyway, that's like why I was strongly considering just sucking it up and going. But he probably would have expected April to fuck on the first date and then... I don't know. It would suck. There was no correct answer to that interaction. The correct answer to that interaction would be to, like, set Zack and the building on fire, but, que sera, you know? Hope Street, Hope Street, Hope Street, Hope Street, here we go. So here we are, Hope Street Station. It can't be worse than hanging out with Zach.
She's gone. Looks like he knows how to use that steel pipe. I think he's in trouble.
Okay. Well, it sucks to be him, but let's move on. We cannot fling ourselves bravely in front of anything. Whoa. This is perhaps the most Catholic place I've been since Gabriel Night. Are you... Shall we use the confessional booth?
It's a baby angel. A cherub? He's got a red robe wrapped around his posterior, and he looks to be in a hurry. I can't remember reading about this particular incident in the Bible. Maybe it was in the sequel? Nah, that came out only 5 years ago, and this wall painting looks a lot older than that.
It's just Superman. It's a metaphor for Superman.
It's a priest.
Good morning. I'm Father Raoul. You're not a Hope Street regular, are you? I haven't seen you here before.
I don't visit the neighborhood very often, no.
And why should you? It's not a very nice place. This cathedral is all there's left of the hope in Hope Street.
I'm sorry to hear that, Father.
So am I. But we cope. We cope. How may I be of assistance?
Do people still go to church? This is the enlightened future. Aren't you obsolete?
Do people still go to church?
Yes, some do. Some do. Religion is pretty resilient.
Religion, sure. But there's so many new religions, and people tend to abandon the old ones, don't they?
They'll be back. The Voltex and the Manus of the world offer only a fleeting chance of material happiness. What they cannot offer is spiritual enlightenment.
So you're not worried about the competition?
We have over 2,000 years of experience and tradition to build on. I don't see us just rolling over on our backs and giving up. No.
Oh, sucks to be you.
Do you know a boy named Warren Hughes?
As a matter of fact, I do. The Hugheses were regulars before they traveled to the colonies. Poor Warren was left an orphan by his family. I haven't seen him for years.
Oh. Before they traveled to the colonies, which sounds like a euphemism for, like, were incinerated in the religious death camps of the... Or, you know, traveled in body bags, yeah.
Where does Warren live?
I'm not sure he lives anywhere. But he does belong to a Hope Street gang, the Razorblades, I believe. They seem to congregate just down the street in Building 87. Be careful, though. Although they're far from the worst gang around here, they're not a particularly friendly lot, and they don't care for strangers.
I can take care of myself.
Okay.
I don't doubt that. Still, be careful.
Thank you, Father.
Please come by again if you're ever in the neighborhood.
Did he just say conjugate instead of the congregate? You know, I'm not sure.
Pretty. And considering the neighborhood, it's a miracle that it's still intact. Maybe it's bulletproof stained glass designed for inner-city cathedrals.
We do kind of have yet to see April do anything competent or fighty. I mean, like, she is competent, but... Elevator?
It's out of order.
Okay. Do I need any of this trash? Oh, it's out of order, is it?
I think I'll just take the stairs.
April has basically no agency. She doesn't do things, stuff just happens to her. Well, that is the Alice in Wonderland formula, yeah. A lot of protagonists of various games and various literary works and whatnot have taken the Alice in Wonderland formula and made it proactive. They do things, they investigate things, they fight things, they take command of their own destiny. But the original Alice in Wonderland stories are very emblematic of childhood, in that they are basically just about things happening to you that you hate, but you cannot stop. Like, everything that happens to Alice is something she dislikes intensely, tries to have some fun with, and then has to move on from when it's her time to move on. Would you be open to a spoiler that will save you a lot of backtracking and frustration later? I don't know, am I? Sure, go ahead, hit me. Although, you know, on one hand, I really want to get through this mostly on my own. On the other hand, I don't want it to take longer than it... That's very wise, actually. Yeah, when I was working towards an English degree, Lewis Carroll was a main study of focus for me. So I've read the Alice books forward and backwards. I know a lot about... It was another time in my life. I formed a lot of opinions. So, yeah, what is this time-saving spoiler that I should know about? Before I progress with this plotline, I want to go revisit some areas. There's a thing I left behind. There's a thing I left behind. Vanguard. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and progress a little bit, but...
Can I talk to you for a minute? What's your name?
What's yours?
Is it the Clamp and Duck?
April Ryan.
Lucky you.
You know where I can find a kid named Warren Hughes?
Who's asking?
I am.
Warren Hughes. Never heard of him.
A monkey, alright.
Alright, well, I guess you can't help me.
Nope. Nobody can.
What do you mean?
A nice, pretty girl like you in a neighborhood like this, asking all the wrong questions. You're heading for some serious trouble, you know.
I can take care of myself.
No, you can't.
Sure you can. The thing is, there are 4 guys waiting downstairs for you to come back out, and they can take care of themselves real good.
Please, let me go.
I ain't holding you back, girl. Go. If you're really fast, maybe you can outrun them. But I wouldn't count on it. They're boosted up real good, and they're hungry.
What do you want from me?
I should have asked you the same question. Except I don't care. You should have thought twice before coming after me.
After you? I didn't come... So you're Warren?
What? Like you didn't know?
No. Cortez told me your name, where to find you, but...
Hold on. Cortez? Old Spanish-talking dude. Real crazy in the head?
That's a fair description, yeah.
Shit. You're not a cop. Social services? Corporate?
No, I'm a friend of Cortez. He said to look you up.
I haven't seen Cortez in a while. Not since before. So what does Senior Cortez want with me?
We need some help.
What kind of help? Look, I gotta stay incognito most of the time now that corporates and cops are stepping up their search for us. I can't go risking my ass for nobody. Not even Cortez.
That's all right. I just need some information on a group called the Vanguard and their leader, Jacob McAllen.
Oh, sorry. Never heard of those guys.
You wouldn't have. They keep to themselves, and they got some kind of cover operation going. But I don't know what it is, and...
You need to find out? Alright, here's the thing. I got a friend who might be able to help you out.
Great.
Hold on. Before I use up my favors with him, I need you to do me a favor in return. Probably even help yourself out at the same time.
Okay. Fair enough. What do I have to do?
Easy. Break into the Newport Police Department computer archives. Get me some information on my family. Destroy my criminal record and get the hell out of there. Preferably alive.
Okay, we're a shadow runner now, I guess.
I'll do it.
You got guts, girl. That's cool. Besides, there's probably some information on the Vanguards, was it? In the archives, and that information will be valuable to my friend if he's gonna help you. So here's the thing. My dad doped out on raps and seduced by commercials. Sold out our whole family to the shiny happy colonization program for a lifetime supply of the big R, the Rapture. He neglected to ask his lovely wife and children, and the corporates didn't care. One day they came to pick up my mom, my sister, and me. I got away though, snuck out the window. I spent the next 2 weeks in a dumpster.
And your family?
That's just it. I don't know. Off to the colonies, of course, but which one? I don't know. Sometimes they split up families too. You know, they don't tell you that in their ads. I don't give a shit about my dad, and my mom, she's tough. She can take care of herself, but I want my sister back. We were real tight. I'm not gonna let them use her in the mines and factories out there.
So, you want me to find out where they took your sister?
That's it. You're catching on. You do that for me, and delete my criminal record at the same time to get them damn corporates off my ass. I'll give you all the help you need.
Cool. This sounds worthwhile. This sounds like a good thing to do.
Where's the police station?
Take the subway to Metro West. You'll come out on what they call Cop Street. You'll see the NPD headquarters down the block. You can't miss it.
I mean...
I'd better get going.
Be cool, eh?
This is the sort of thing that I'm perfectly happy to do. Am I gonna get... No, okay, we're cool. Called him off. Alright, let's get back to, a movie theater and pick up my... Pick my monkey up, I guess. Is it the fedora? Can I have that cool rat back? Can I poison another candy? Hold on. I'm not allowed to poison a second candy. Yoink. Constable Guybrush, you are coming with me.
It's a perfect fit. I'm so clever I could just die.
I'm not allowed to take the hat with me. That's bullshit. I want my hat back. The dude's having a standoff or AI in a Kuno game who got stuck. A fight? A fight? Alright, let's get back on the subway and go down to Cop Street. Climbing up on Cop Street Hill, I could see the blinking lights. Wind was blowing, time stood still. Cruiser flew out of the night.
I do all my grocery shopping at T-Rex. Not that their food is particularly good, nor their prices particularly low. I just love their ads. They're pretty cool. Especially the one where they built an actual-sized robot dinosaur and sent it out to mangle a competing chain of grocery stores. For real. I don't know if anybody got hurt, but man, that campaign kicked ass.
I hate to say it, but I am exactly that shallow. Like, yeah. If If a corporation built a giant robot dinosaur and sent it out to, like, maul a fucking competitor, I would be there. I would be there for them, day in, day out. Let's see,
It's
what's
your garden variety robotic roadblock. You see them all over this pothole-infested town. There's a small
Potholes.
control panel on it. The display reads 3018.
Excuse me. One sec, I gotta grab a pencil. Roadblock code. Code 3018. Okay. Street sign. Is there anything? April? You, okay, you're gonna take the long way around that, are you? Alright. Take it very slowly.
It says Calavera Crossing MCW, and the street ID number is 0092.
Street ID, Calavera Crossing. Calavera Crossing.
It says Calavera Crossing MCW, and the street
0092,
ID
okay.
number is 0092.
2. And... oh, come on. Just look at the sign. You can look. You have eyes.
It says Threadbare Lane, MCW, and the street
Threadbare
ID
Lane.
number is 3018.
Threadbare Lane, and that one is 3018 too. Does that mean I don't know if this means anything, but we have it written down now. I gotta sharpen this pencil. Okay, we've got those written down. I don't know what they mean. I don't know if I'll ever use them. But we have them written down. I have like a case of the hiccups tonight. Display is telling me that the roadblock robot has been sent to road 3018. That is entirely possible. Alright, here's the, Wait, there's a hand. Wait, no, wait. There's a hand on the roadblock.
There's a small control panel.
Okay,
The
okay.
display reads...
God, I can't skip text and it's killing me.
Perhaps if I try entering the ID of the intersecting street, the roadblock will move.
Alright. So the intersecting street was 009... oh, she just does it. Okay. Container. Yeah, why do we want that? What is this
It's a
container?
garbage container, and it's mostly empty, save for a couple of sticky old newspapers and bottles.
Okay. We have thrown ourselves in the trash. Because that's a thing that... oh, hello. Yeah, April, there's like gears and shit inside those, you know.
Keep it close to yourself.
Okay, we're gonna get molested by a rat.
That was so gross. The things I do to save the world, I mean that smell, that sticky stuff, the way that rat just wouldn't let go. Disgusting.
That sticky
Not to
stuff,
mention
the way the
fact
rat...
that really, truly
okay.
stink. I don't think this is ever coming off. I'm gonna stink like fish heads and moldy pizza for the rest of my sorry life.
I don't think any of us need to think through those implications. Let's just...
You can usually tell a crook by his eyes and his foul behavior.
And the fact that he's dressed like Zorro?
Tuvok?
Tuvok? You're a fan of the classics, are you?
Tuvok?
It got me to here. Where are we?
From my extensive knowledge of cop shows, I'd say she's probably the desk sergeant on duty. For some reason, they're always slightly overweight and grumpy.
Oh, I guess we are inside the police station.
It's a toolbox.
You're a toolbox. There's a sheet of paper. Oh, God. We took that man's delivery list from, Oh, we didn't even get Brian Westhouse to sign. We're the worst delivery people ever. What does this say?
Some kind of requisition form or work order.
Work order.
Bocama Mercer Corporate Labor Union, form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits. It's a carbon copy of an old work order.
Yeah, somehow we got to the police station this way. Just to go in the front entrance. No, the place we came from...
Nuh-uh.
Shoot. The place we came from is labeled basement. And April refuses to go back in there.
This phone, 099-12090.
Now I don't know if I should write that down or not. Maybe I should, but I will look at each of them first.
It's an old vid phone. Ancient technology. Visuals are so passé. The screen and camera are both out of order, I think.
Who are you guys?
It's a, portly fellow, wearing red coveralls. I think he's a repairman.
Can I use this vid phone to call somebody? Dial home. Dial presumably yourself. Let's not give anybody a scare by calling home. Right yet.
It's the front desk sergeant. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Where are the archives?
The archives? You're not an officer of the law, are you?
I'm in training at the academy, and I need to get into the archives to study.
You're in training? Uh-huh, sure you are. Then what the hell you doing here? You should be at the academy doing push-ups and learning how to bullshit like a pro.
It was worth a try. Like, when in doubt, lie. If caught, lie harder.
About the archives.
You're not an officer of the law, are you?
So what if I'm not?
Then you can't go into the back, capiche? Cops only. Besides, half the doors in this building, including that one, are out of order. Nobody's going in, nobody's coming out. And until those overpaid, underworking service guys get off their butts and back to work, that's the way it's gonna stay.
Thanks anyway. Hiya.
Huh? You an angel from heaven come to take me away?
Sure.
No point talking to old Georgie there. Ever since he overdosed on raptures, he ain't been right in the head. I don't ever let him hold the hammer no more either, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Thanks for telling me that.
Hi.
What do you want? We're on our lunch break, honey.
Excuse me, how do I smell?
Smell? Are you coming on to me, honey?
What?
I don't know. Women don't usually come on to me, so I'm just checking. I wouldn't want to miss a come on.
I asked you how I smelled.
Yeah, right. Like, moldy pizza and... is that salmon?
Smoked.
Yeah. And a faint touch of rum?
I had an accident with a bottle inside a garbage container.
Happens to me all the time. You're not alone. In fact, there are meetings downtown every Wednesday night.
I don't have a drinking problem.
I have a punctuation
If you
problem.
can't admit it to yourself, honey, you do. After all, who's the one reeking of rum? Not me, that's for sure. Not today, anyway.
Well, I'm glad that we've sacrificed April's dignity.
Why aren't you guys working?
We're on our contractually bound lunch break.
Huh. Right. But you're not eating.
We're done eating, sure, but we're still on our break. Clause 16 of the contract, and I quote, improper digestion may prove detrimental to further work-related activities. End quote.
Meaning what?
We're letting the corned beef settle, honey.
Okay.
Aren't you supposed to fix the doors?
That's right.
But instead you're just... sitting here.
That's right.
And you're not planning on getting back to work anytime soon?
That's right.
And you're not bothered by this?
That's right.
That's right.
I could say anything at all.
That's right.
And you just answer...
That's right.
Well, how's that for productivity? Yeah, that's right.
Alright, I mean, I respect the union. Just... I gotta go.
It'd be so nice if you could fix the doors.
And it would be so nice if you could go away and leave us alone.
That's right.
Is there anything I can do to make you go back to work?
No, short of emergency, we ain't moving our asses in the foreseeable future.
What constitutes an emergency?
Any event accompanied by a specific work order signed in triplicate.
Okay.
What kind of work order?
Well, you know.
About
No,
the work
what kind of work order? I don't know.
Yeah? Which one?
You know, for emergencies.
You mean the short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits requisition form?
Sure.
Well, if you were to produce said requisition with the appropriate signatures, we'd be forced to prematurely suspend our lunch break, for tactical reasons, of course. Thus, allowing our scheduled work to be completed.
Don't you just love bureaucracy?
You what?
Never mind.
It was a game by Douglas Adams. You should look it up.
Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting? You betcha, honey.
Alright, well, let's, for that, a form.
That's the requisition from last week. What a horrible experience that was. I pray each and every night that we'll never have to sacrifice our lunch break again. You keep it, okay? Seeing that form again sickens me.
Alright, can I get a new form? Roland.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again. What do you want now?
Thanks anyway.
Okay. Can I just rip this panel open and do it myself?
It's completely secured. I can't open it.
No, you need a specific tool, and April presumably is not willing to figure out what tool that is. What if I give the... Give it to this dude. No? Alright. Oh, really?
It's me again.
I know how you feel, my dude.
Where do I go to get the requisition form?
What form?
The requisition form for the short-term tactical suspension of union member benefits.
Any official office for which we perform services.
Enjoy your lunch break, guys.
With the Sunday overtime we're getting? You betcha, honey.
Okay, Annie, is this an official office for which you perform a service?
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again, what do you want now?
I need a requisition form number 09042. Short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits.
Hold on.
She'll give us this, but she won't give us access to anything. But she'll give us a form.
Here you go, miss. Union requisition form number 09042.
Alright, 09042. Probably named that way specifically because of Douglas Adams' bureaucracy.
I better fill out this work order first.
Do you have to walk over there to do it?
The damn doors. Sign the commish. There.
Is that legally binding? Well, it's forged, so no, but would it be?
Now we're set.
What's this?
Oh, just a jolly little requisition entitled Short-Term Tactical Suspension of Union Members' Benefits.
Say what? Lady, do you realize what you've just done? You've interrupted our lunch break. This is an official work order. It can't be. Wait. 09042. This isn't 09042-A, is it?
No, just plain old 09042-nothing.
Ha-ha! This being Sunday and all, that petition is useless. On public holidays, you need the extension -A form. Addendum for public holidays. Us being on triple overtime and all.
So,
we're gonna stay here and enjoy our extended break. Thank you very much. Now go away.
Again, I feel like we are, we're getting the runaround. We're having our time wasted.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You again, what do you want now?
I'm sorry, but I need the 09042-A requisition form addendum as well.
The what? The 09042-A? Why the hell didn't you ask me for that one in the first place?
Because I'm a cruel bitch and I love torturing you. In fact, I've made it my life's mission to haunt you forever and ever with requests for useless forms and documents.
Hold on.
I mean, putting a funny head on the problem doesn't make it not the problem, but...
All right,
Thanks,
requisition
April.
form number 09042-A. And that better be it.
Fill it out right here, April. No? Alright, well, let's walk over just far enough so that we can see them. Okay, this one she'll give directly to... Is she gonna walk over and fill it out? No? Okay.
Okay, now we're set. I hope.
Why do you keep bothering us? Don't you have anything better to do?
No, absolutely not. This is requisition form number 09042-A, the short-term tactical suspension of union members' benefits requisition form with the public holiday addendum.
Balls! We've been nailed, George. Get your ass off the chair. We're going back to work, thanks to this lovely young lady.
See, the problem is that I know in my heart, I know in my the deep dark crevices of my twisted little perverse heart, the kind that loves fucking with people, that now that they're at work, as soon as the door is fixed, I'm gonna have to get them off work again. I know that's how it's gonna work. Because I know that's how I would design this puzzle if I were designing this puzzle. And I'm a cruel bastard, so, I know that's how they're gonna do it here. But, we are at the 2-hour mark. So we're gonna have to embrace that cruel bastardness later. Possibly tomorrow, possibly the day after. Hopefully before the weekend. But that is all for right now. Man, The Longest Journey is just it's a knot made of smaller knots. And you would think that would be the normal way you build an adventure game. Except that usually it's not that trollish. This game feels like playing... well, it feels like playing Homestuck in video game form. And I'm both into that and fascinatedly disgusted by it. I 100% believe... You know, previously I had wondered how, Ragnar Tornquist keeps saying that, the next game will end April's journey. Like, he made a sequel to The Longest Journey, and it was called Dreamfall, and it focused on a different character. It focused on a character called Zoe. And then he made a sequel to that, knowing that people wanted the conclusion to April's story, and he made a sequel to Dreamfall. And now he's talking about how he may never actually get to do the finale sequel, the one that wraps up April Ryan's story. And I wondered how that could be for a while, and I think he did it on purpose, based on what I've seen here. I think he's doing that shit on purpose. I think it's deliberate. Anyway, yeah, The Longest Journey is the archetypal, I told you this story in order to tell you this one. The sequels focus on Zoe, and she's a much cooler and more interesting character than April, I think. But we'll get to her eventually. First, we have to get through this one, and we will. For right now, good night. It's been a pleasure. I don't know if anyone else is one day this year. Well, I'm planning to finish this series this year, if possible. Anyway, I don't think there's anybody I'd want to raid into right now, so I'm just gonna let y'all go. You are all free now, run rampant throughout the earth. Destroy in my name, my minions. Farewell. I adore you all. Bye.